Hey there, welcome to the "It's been way too long, let me finally get Pallette Town to a level 10 environment" mini-series. What you're going to see is just a journey that I've kind of done a little bit on stream, in my own recordings, and some of it offline away from my recording setup, where I gradually progress Pallette Town to an environment level 10 from I think about a 4. I don't know how much of it I captured from the 4 part, so it might be like 5 to 10. Purely because I was tired of not having the recipes. So I figured this was something I would just get out of the way now that I have the hotel. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I might not even need the hotel to do this. But you're going to see kind of a gradual progression. Really, it's me building a couple of communities, housing very specific Pokemon in those communities, and a little bit of terraforming I've kind of done. Right now, I think it's about 10 hours of footage, and you're going to see it all condensed into as few videos as I could get it condensed into. So get ready, jump into it. We're going to kind of pick up this little journey here before we make our next stop, which is going to be a community Cloud Island focus. Hope you enjoy. I guess all that's left for me to really do in Pallette Town right now... Oh, it's raining. Wait a second. Oh, that's because we put down all that grass. We got the humidity up. That's amazing. Oh no, our whole stone area is now going to turn totally green. No! Oh, man. Well, I mean, I guess. I wonder if the trees will pop up properly. Or do they need water gun? I don't see any trees turning. It looks like we still got everyone wanting me to do more prefab interiors and not Pokemon champions. Here's the deal. I'm going to do a resource loop. And at the end of the resource loop, we're going to end at Sparkling Skylands. I have to go inside Sparkling Skylands to remember the layouts that I like for these prefabs. Okay, we need to go check out either Meowscarada or Corviknight's house on the inside so that we can mimic this. So I'm going to go inside and just take some screenshots if I forget. Okay. This one's not too bad. This is pretty easy, I think. So let's take a screenshot, pull it up on my phone, and then we'll go back and we'll build this. The annoying part is going to be the planks, right? We need to make a bunch of white planks. I don't know how many white planks that is, but we got some stuff. So here's what I'm looking at. And I actually need more of these, but the house partitions line up with the door directly. And they go like this. We have one that's all the way back here. That is actually 2 of them. Like this. And this one lines up with this door. Goes all the way back here, but it's just the one. Then, from what I can gather, I don't think I'm wrong. I think this is as far as it goes. I think I see a single white wooden plank. And then we have basically the same thing here, but a cutout for a single stair. So if we do this, right over here is a stair. And then on this side, we have another spot for a stair right here, but this also comes in one. So we'll actually do the backside first, like that. I think this is the layout we have. Do the other one, but I'm going to need 2 more house partitions. So let's go get those. You know, how does the grass look from this side? Does that look natural to you guys? That, like, pathing or the side of it? This one. So, same thing. Exactly the same thing here. We worry about the infrastructure, and then we fill them out. How many wooden planks did we have? I think we had, like, a total of 56, right? So let's say it takes 50. It takes less, but let's say it takes 50 white wooden planks to do one of these. We'll need to know that very soon. I guess they're all different, though. But 50 should be relative, I would imagine. The question, one side is going to be for the Venusaur line and one side is going to be for the Hoppet line. The question is which side? Here's how we'll answer that. We're going to go over to the Blastoise and the Charizard houses to be and decide which ones Blastoise and Charizard go in, and then we'll mirror the leaf ones to that. Left or right, basically. We're deciding where Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise are living in these houses. And I think I already know the answer just based on the placement here. I think it's the right side, and I'll tell you why. Because I really kind of foresee Blastoise walking down to that area there. So his house should be closer. If Blastoise is on the right, I don't care where Venusaur ends up on. Do I care where Charizard ends up on is the only thing left to make a decision on. To be honest with you, I don't think it really matters which house Charizard goes in, this one or that one. Like, if anything, I want it to be the right one, because this one is closer to this. So right side wins again, right? It has more open space. Or at least we can, like, level this a bit better. Okay. I guess the right side it is. That's our... There we go. Okay, let's go get some furniture and stuff now. Let's craft everything we need for both houses. And I'm doing this just by looking at the pictures. Both of them are going to have a wall storage box, and we might as well get 6, right? Because all of them are going to have a wall storage box. Okay, so we're doing a lot. We're doing basically 3 sets of homes, right? Of these, a portion of them get painted as well. It looks like of the 5, 2 get painted. Because 1, 2, and I still have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, yeah, so of the 5, 2 get painted. The chairs we use are going to depend on the Pokemon that are living inside each area. So that should be like a base layer of things we need. Now, please don't block me. You close my curtains. Stop doing that. Now we need to paint. You know what, actually? Let's just bring him with us. Okay, so we said right side is Venusaur. Let's see what it looks like, right? Let's not get crazy. Yeah. We'll start with the roof. Do I want to keep it a light green or make it a darker green? I think this fits the Venusaur line more. Yeah, for sure. I don't usually like to mess with the color of the outside, I have to say, but it's not working on me. But there is just something like super subtle about this. So I might just go with this. I don't know that I like seeing the wood in any color other than brown. And this is like just different enough. What? Yeah, I think this is good. Let me just look at the purple one time. Like, see the opposite. This isn't that bad, though. But the, like, slight brown highlights do bother me. I'd rather it just all be brown then. What about if we had the door green and the roof purple? That's something I didn't think about. This just looks worse, I think, objectively. So there you go. The Venusaur house. Solid. Now let's paint everything else. So I think I did the right thing. I think. Okay. So now I have this chair, and it goes right here. The table just ends up right in the corner, like so, with 2 chairs over here. We're just copying the layouts we've already used, right? Because I like them that much, and they are really good for happiness and environment levels. A garbage bin right here. I think it's actually lined up here, so there's a walkway in, which makes sense. Yep. Back here is an empty area. So I'm going to just shove a box here so the stairs feel less floating. And then this is an area I can use to maximize comfort even more by putting items they like. So I'll leave that for now. TV. This we're going to throw right up Okay, we're gonna throw right up here. This is where the cushion will go. I don't know if we can put the knitting supply on top of the cushion. I hope we can. We can't. The desk goes back here. This is simple, right? We just say desk. Fancy chair. And then in this corner, we're going to put one of these. And then it's your pick of whatever you want. I kind of think it doesn't matter. I might just put down the party cups up here. Although, the flower's not a bad idea for the top here. Because I think you can just put down the cups over here. Uh-huh. And that still leaves this area open too if we decide to use it. Right up here is where the shower area kind of goes, so we get bathtub over here. And I think how I ended up fitting this here is I put it here. That's the only thing that makes sense, with a little bit of extra space for this. I think that's all that goes up here. So over here is the kitchen area. It looks like what we've done is we've put a sink up here. Beside the sink is Mr. Cooking Item. Beside that is Mr. Fridge. And then on the other side of me, we put one of the colored tables, and then a regular kitchen table. And on said regular kitchen table, we end up putting the microwave. Like that. I think that's it for the kitchen area. I think we've done this, so we have to put a couch down too. But we have this for. Pillow by the bed. Or whatever, that's fine. Okay, so this house is ready to have them move into. So let's grab Bulbasaur and Ivysaur, and then we'll do the Hoppet house. I will just walk over to them. But welcome to the first residents of Pallette Town. Crazy. Yep, go ahead, buddy. You as well. Nice. Expected, though. So let's fill it in as much as we can with what we have. Starting with the stairs, those are typically the easiest thing to start with. Right? Boom. I rotated it. Put a box over here. Not right. It's not. Nope. Yeah. I hate that. Where does this work? Here? Like, why not? It doesn't, like, really fit, but it doesn't fit properly. I guess we could put them up here, just like on the desk. Yeah, that's fine. Is there anything else? No. I'm gonna leave you behind for a second, buddy, and let's go get the Hoppet blind now. Grabbing all of this. Pick up all the fencing. Where is? Okay. Oh, I forgot to pick these up. Grab those. Let's put down the fencing first. How much space do I have for the doors? Can they fit centered? Yes, they can. Cool, they don't count as houses. That's perfect, but that gives us a functional area to build these habitats into. Plus environment level question mark? Oh, not you. Oops, that was close. Okay, so let's build a makeshift habitat for Skiploom out here. I'm just going to double check what... Or sorry, for Hoppet. I'm going to double check though what Jumpluff's habitat was. Better idea. Better use of the few I have left, because we can fill that space in other ways. Just put them back here. The lunchbox. The lunchbox obviously goes in here. These, I would like to put these up in a few places. We have 20, right? Like that. Boom and bam. And then these two are pretty much done. Okay, so that's the Venusaur and Hoppet blind house in Pallette Town. Finally. Dude, this feels like it took forever. Okay. So what I am looking at here is difficult to gauge in a way. We use 5 total. So what I think we've done to start is we took house partitions like this. And actually I think this makes a lot of sense. We put 2 here, coming from the door. And then we put 1 on the very far side. Like that. Yes, this is the rough layout of how we did these ones. So it looks like what I've actually done. Not that one. As I took this away. And this actually lets you place the fridge down here now. And then on top of the fridge, I have another kitchen counter. That's so funny. I actually have 2 here. And because I have like the little bit of space, I could center this like that. Then they have like a little nook of stuff they like up here, right? And we rotate. And then toilet goes here. Or rather here. With sink and wall mirror here and there. That's pretty much the bathroom. I don't think I've forgotten anything. If curtains were going to go anywhere, they would probably go here. Oh, I don't even think I can fit curtains. Yeah, we can't because the plank's in the bottom. It's fine. I typically leave this open, it seems, which makes sense. There's nothing I have on hand, really. I mean, we can't place the cabinet down like we normally can. I guess something could go up here, too. I just don't have anything on hand that I want to put here. I think this is the look. Nice. Okay. Okay, I did a few things off stream and off recording I want to quickly take you through. I guess as we're flying over here to Charizard's home, I did decide to water those like random yellow patches that are hiding in the shade of the floating city. I didn't water all of it yet. I assume that when it rains next, rain will just kind of take care of it. To show you what I did with Charizard's home, and because I can't use his natural habitat, I ended up just taking Charmeleon's habitat and basically using that to create a habitat for Charizard. I think it's just the straw table and seat plus 1 of the bonfires. I put 2 and a stone fireplace, similar to Typhlosion's place in Skylands. Then I just kind of decorated some things Charizard likes. Like, he likes Nice breezes. Apparently he likes these lights over here. He's a starter, so I gave him an umbrella. He also likes wooden crates. I could have sworn he likes these, but these are more functional than anything. Speaking of function, I also dropped a community box and a storage box nearby, just so that I can actually have Charizard process things if I ever need to, really. Plus an obvious berry tree right beside. Charizard's home is pretty simple. We're going to work on Blastoise, the Blastoise home next, but before I take you to the Blastoise home, I want to show you how the terraforming came along. But the whole thing is pretty well connected now. Let's get a little lower so you can see the grass spawn here. But it's really just like a massive chunk of land that we have access to now. This will make it so much easier to build a really big city on top of. And I'm happy, for the most part, with the overall structure of it. It should look very similar to how it was from yesterday's stream, which wouldn't be that long for you watching the videos. But I did clean up this area a little bit just to flatten it and kind of keep an even terrain. I kept the beach, but I also flattened the beach area a little bit here. You'll notice that I cleaned up some of the sides here. It used to be just ordinary soil, but I replaced it all with grass patches. And then again, I already mentioned, but I flattened the beach a little bit. So I think the terraforming is more or less done. And I'm happy with it. Soon we'll be able to put down a downtown area, but the whole point of this series is to get Pallette Town to a level 10. So the right house is for Blastoise. Cool. I think what we're doing to start here is putting down 2 of these. There's a wall placed here. I think it actually comes out one more. Be even. So it kind of blocks off the bathroom a little bit. And then we got a towel over here. I think the sink is then placed right here. What it looks like. With a mirror above. That's the bathroom, and that helps us kind of define this whole shape a little bit more. Right up here is where the bookshelf goes, that I didn't paint on purpose, and above it, we place this. To the left, we have a desk, so I will place a desk here, and I already am using the bookshelf, so I'll place another desk over here. We could put another first aid kit here, I just don't know that I see the point. We still gotta figure out the water basins and stuff. With the antique sofa, we can drop that kind of... I mean, we could drop it right here. But I think it's technically closer up in the Ninetales zone, like right here. So let's place the drinks. And sure, we'll place this too. And I think that's as far as we need to take decorating their home. It doesn't look that well put together, I will say, but this is kind of all the stuff they like. So I'm okay with it. In terms of a front area for Blastoise, I don't know for sure what I want to do here. I guess step 1. Let's check their habitats. Let's see if there's like a special habitat for all of them. That's pretty well known. Oh. So... we can get this to work. That would be cool. What if there's like a little bit of a waterfall coming over to this area from their house? I don't hate that. So to make that work, I could do this. The water basin, I guess. Totally drop the water basin somewhere here. Could drop it like here. There's just extra water nearby. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty sweet little habitat for the man. Cool. Okay. Environment level didn't immediately go up. Kind of wonder what's going on with these guys inside. We're gonna have to start making rounds. I guess they're still getting used to it as well. Oh, I guess you're good. I guess you're good as well. I have a suspicion Charizard's gonna want things removed. Just double check with you how you're doing. You can have some food. Oh, that was it. Let's go venture over to the Venusaur guys and double check their happiness since we've already housed them. Venusaur as well. Quick check on the Pokemon Center to get those recipes, and we're at a 7 now, so that's pretty good. Pretty good. Three more. Okay. Oh, there we go. Easy peasy, come on! People, into the hotel. I'm pretty sure I'll move Mawile into the hotel, though. I just don't know what level I want him at yet. But already an environment level 8 from basically 4 yesterday. All it took was housing a couple guys. Charmander, let's check on you. For you. All right. Dude. They are the worst. Oh my gosh. Look at Slowking, dude! White and pink is what we settled on, right? Okay, I need all of you to come closer now. Starting with Slowpoke, we'll house you first, buddy. You get to move in here. And you also get to move in here. Okay, you we're gonna leave behind. Now we'll go double check the Poke Center and we'll come back and deal with their happiness levels. Oh, did it just increase twice? Oh, maybe we're good. So there we go, we got Pallette Town to a level 10 finally. I guess this marks the end of this little mini-series here. But now we've officially got all the recipes you can get through unlocking environment levels. All that's left really is Pokédex and Habitat ones that you can just progress naturally that way. But now there's very few restrictions in me building this game, and I don't have to really worry about getting any area up to a certain environment level. I can just build them as I see fit, as long as I don't move the core kind of community members. Withered Wastelands will be kind of a different story, but there you go. Pallette Town is level 10. I cannot believe I finally got around to doing this. What is this, 1,100 hours later? At this point, like, we're pretty much full focus now on the community island, so I'm going to make a real effort to turn my content's attention towards that. I don't even know where to start, so we're gonna have to see, I guess, what happens, but I'm out for now. I'll see you next time.